for their SDK and all that stuff. So Ben told me about that, and I hopped right on and started playing around with it. So I'm going to show you kind of the basics. Has everyone seen Amazon Echo before? Or get the idea of what it is and what it can do?
No.
It's pretty much like Siri for your phone, except you can just have it right in your home just so you can talk to it or whatever. So you can just say, basic things like, Alexa, how's the weather?
Currently, in Salt Lake City, it's 96 degrees with intermittent clouds. Tonight, you can look for mostly clear skies and a low of 72 degrees.
So it's really nice. The voice recognition is really good. I know my wife, Catherine, is from Peru, and like Siri can't understand her very well, but Alexa can, so it's really nice. So it can hear really clearly, and we have this in like just the center of your room.
I wasn't able to understand the question I heard.
So you can have it just pretty much anywhere in the center of your house, and it can hear you from a long ways away. The speakers on it are really good. If you play music on it, it fills the room really nicely. So I really like it. But there's always, you want to do more with it as a developer. So with this, you can do pretty much whatever you want with it, I guess.
Music. Alexa, play music.
Alexa, play music.
You might like this prime playlist. Bewitched Beats. Explicit.
You might.
Alexa. Alexa. Really? Alexa. Alexa. Shut up. There you go. No, she really likes it. Alexa. Shut up. There you go. When she really likes a song, she just like keeps playing it and just thinks that you're ignoring you.
It'll do a morning briefing too, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like that feature.
Yeah.
How do you say that?
Alexa, play my morning briefing.
Here's your flash briefing. An NPR technology podcast from TuneIn. Of summertime, broadcast TV.
I'll be like every morning when I get up, get upstairs and go to the kitchen, making breakfast. How I do that bit.
Next week, that's no.
Nice.
Summer brings on a
Shut up. That's really cool. But it can do everything that Siri can do with telling you jokes and things like that as well. Let's go to this though.
Oh yeah, it does bad jokes.
Bad jokes?
Bad jokes.
No. Dad.
Is there any pent-up rage when you tell them to shut up? So
No.
when the machine dries up.
Yeah. Maybe I should be nicer, right?
She also uses like Wikipedia. You can be like, Alexa, how old is Barack Obama? Like that, stuff like
Barack
that.
Obama is 53 years old.
That's pretty smart. Like what she can do.
You can actually tell the turn to get louder or quieter.
Yeah.
Voice command.
I find that's like too slow though.
Alexa, how old is Hillary Clinton?
Hillary Clinton is 67 years old.
Too old.
Alexa, tell me a joke.
What did one hat say to the other? You stay here. I'll go on ahead.
Bad jokes.
Cool. So,
So,
yeah.
can you hook this up to an Arduino? Like, say if you hook your Arduino up to your blinds, can you say, like, Alexa, open the blinds?
Yeah. So with what I'm going to show you, you can hook it up to like a web interface. So if your Arduino is hooked up to the web as well, it could send a request over there, whatever you want, really.
What about, like, Bluetooth setup?
Probably just through the web again. Have your Arduino take something incoming and do something with a Bluetooth with it. I mean, it can already. I think it has some functionality with some of like the. I don't know which one, the Philip lights and stuff like that. So I'm not sure how those work. I don't have any, but I think you can turn them on and off just from the Echo itself, but I don't know if that's using an app or anything. But you guys don't need to do what I'm kind of showing you right now because I have a bunch of servers set up that you'll be able to hack on. But if you have an Echo and you want to get this set up, you just sign up for the developer.amazon.com. Oh, you don't want to see my face? Tag screen. Okay, good. So anyways, you just sign up for this and you just have to agree to some terms and stuff like that to get access to some of these things. But it's just the Alexa skill kit and it has a pretty okay docs. The first thing you'll notice when you read through these is that there's two options. You can use the AWS Lambda stuff or you can do it on your own web server. So the Lambda documentation is a lot more supportive. It's very easy to get started. The only problem is that you have to either do it in Java or Node.js. So I started there and I just did a little bit of Node.js. I mean, I don't know any Node at all, but I was able to follow their examples and stuff like that really easily. So I'll show you the first example. And so I just decided to make a mean Alexa app. So pretty much just so it can insult you or other people. So Alexa, ask mean Alexa to insult Cody.
Cody, you smell so bad that maggots reject you.
So that was my first piece of code. I always just say Cody because his name is so easy to say, and it doesn't really mess up too often. So yeah, it's so easy to hate. So let me show you the code for that. So before I go further, the thing that you had to realize is you always had to start with the call word, so Alexa, and then you had to say either ask or tell or open or start or something like that. There's a few words that you had to do to trigger the application name. So it's like Alexa and then ask, then the app name, so mean Alexa, and then the commands, so to insult Cody or whatever you decide to put. So you define the last part, but the first part is pretty fixed. So I'm going to show you this.
So Amazon Echo Alexa?
Alexa
Yeah.
is always the first word, and then ask mean Alexa or your app name.
Okay, so I'm just asking with the technology is like Amazon Echo the overall thing, or is Alexa the overall thing?
The Echo is the overall thing. The hardware. Yeah. Apparently you can change it.
You can change it
Really?
to Amazon or something.
Yeah. I like Alexa. Cool. I never found that yet.
It's in the app.
Oh, okay.
So the app, you have to change it.
Nice, cool. Cool, so let me show you this. So they give you a bunch of examples on if you sign up for the developer thing, and I pretty much just copied one of the examples. They give you this Alexa SDK, just little Alexa skill it's called.
In tech news, San Francisco.
Alexa, stop.
So it's just an easy way to prototype is all. I'm not going to get into this code because I'm going to try and get through this one fast. But you make this index.js file, and you can make little functions and whatever you want to do. So I have two API calls. One is just doing a get insult and get motivation. Right here, two little things in JavaScript and Node and whatever.
Is this code on GitHub?
Yeah. Sorry, I should have started with that. You can go right. I posted it on the meetup or the Slack. I can post it on the meetup group if anybody doesn't have Slack. Let me do that. Okay, then we'll throw it up. But it's just github.com/QuintonAdam/drug Alexa. And you'll see all my code up there. We'll be using that tonight for the servers and stuff like that. But I have this node example under Node.js example right here. Apparently not. No, I don't. I lied. Okay, well, I don't actually have that one. But it is on, if you go under my profile, it's just called Mean Alexa. Right there. Sorry. So you can see the code right there. Okay. So they just give you all these little things where you can prototype different event handlers. So on session start, do this. So it's just going to log something. You can do any initializer stuff there, I guess, you know. There's an on launch. And pretty much that just says, if I just say, Alexa, open Mean Alexa.
Welcome to the Mean Alexa extension. You can ask for insults.
Okay, so I just put that there as an output, and it just does that with these little helper methods. Response.ask.
You can say insult, name, or motivate to name. What would you like to do?
Insult Ben. Nope, doesn't work. Name. That one doesn't work too well.
Alexa, tell me Alexa.
Nope, you failed. So anyways, I just did an ask there, so it waits for a response back. So you can have conversations. It's not like just one-off things. Let's say if you wanted to do a joke, like a knock-knock joke, you could do that by waiting for the response of like knock-knock, and you have to say who's there for it to continue. So it's kind of interesting like that. You can start doing bigger things. So this is on a session, and the big one is this intent handler, where you go in and define your intents. So I have a Mean Alexa intent, I have a Tell Me About intent, and a Nice Alexa intent, and a Help intent. Okay, so just normal no JavaScript code really, and you either ask something if it doesn't hear you well, or you can respond and you tell with a card. So what that means is you have a Alexa app on your phone, and it prints out like a card every time you ask something. So I'll tell you what it think it heard, and then also the title and the text and the body, so you can display information to a user. Let's see. So all these are doing just a little API call, nothing really special, and it just responds. Okay. So that's the JavaScript code. The main thing, though, is this intent schema, is where you define all your intents. So it's just JSON, where you define intents with just an array, and you can have multiple different types of intents. So mean intents, nice intents, and the cool thing is you can have slots, which are your variables of the text. So for my mean Alexa intents, I'm expecting a person name. Okay. So all these are about the same. Some things don't need a slot because they're just something. The next part is defining the actual text. So it looks something like this. You tell it what intent it is for. So these two are for the Mean Alexa intent. And I say to insult, and then you place in a placeholder, I guess, and then the person's name, which is the variable. Okay? Does that make sense? It's kind of a little bit of that backwards. Any questions about that? So you had to define every single way that it could be said in English. So ask Mean Alexa to insult, or ask Mean Alexa to insult, or sorry, insult Cody, to insult Cody, to motivate Cody, or different things like that. This one's a better example. Ask Mean Alexa about Cody, or to tell me about Cody, or to tell me about Cody. So you had to define all the different possibilities. Or for the help, like ask for help, to help, help, for help me. Help me? What? So this thing can get really long if you define, if it's more complicated, I guess, you know. And you can have lots of different intents, especially if you're doing a longer conversation and different things like that. So it's pretty interesting. So that's the basic setup, what they give you to start with. And then this is for the Lambda service. So what you had to do is come into AWS and set up a new Lambda function. Okay. So here I have my mean Alexa one, and I can edit it to show you what it looks like. And it's kind of a quick way to, you had to throw your code up there. So I have my code all in this function right here. You can upload it. You can do whatever you want. And then there's quick ways to test it. I think I have my test code in here. Yeah, I do. So you can just throw it in there and invoke it. Oh, it's not going to work. Oops. I double. That's too small, let me know. Looking at these things. Oh, well, it doesn't have my application ID, so that doesn't work. So it's kind of nice. The only problem with this is I don't have a good way of like looking at the logs. All I have is this little invoke function, which will tell me what the output is of my results. There you go. It's awesome. So I didn't really like this way because I had to write in Node or JavaScript or whatever, or Java. So I wanted to do it the other way, which is the web service way. So their documentation is kind of like very vague about this. There's just like this huge list of rules that you have to follow. Like you have to, it's only HTTPS. You have to listen on port 443, and you had to verify that the request is actually coming from Alexa and things like that. So at the start, it sounded really complicated to me. So I found, about 2 months ago, somebody created a little Ruby library for this. This guy over here. So he made it into a gem. He also has an engine as well. So it made it very simple because he has this nice video tutorial telling you all the different steps. So that's linked into my project. So if you want to get into this, it's right there. But it tells you all the steps to get it set up. So let me show you this stuff. So doing it this way, the tutorial just said to set it up using Elastic Beanstalk, which is another AWS service. So it was actually really easy to set up. I thought it was going to be harder, but it took me just a few minutes to set it up. But you do have to do some special config stuff, and pretty much I'm just going to walk you through what I have to do because it actually takes too long to do it right now. But pretty much what you have to do, you have to create a Sinatra app, create a Rails app, something simple, and just require this Alexa RubyKit library. And you set it up onto Elastic Beanstalk, which is just EB inits from your console, EB create, just use your defaults. You have to generate a self-signed SSL certificate. So this part, the video walks through it really well, but you just pretty much do all these commands with OpenSSL to run through it and create new keys and send it to AWS. So I'm not going to go through that code, but it's on there. And then you had to go into the Beanstalk application right here. So this is all my applications that I have. Okay, so I'm going to go into Phantom Rider. And you had to go into the configurations. And here's all the stuff that you can change, but all you had to worry about is this load balancer. You had to make sure that the secure listening port is 443, and the protocol is HTTPS. And then you had to load in your SSL certificate into here, or else it just won't work. And then you save it, and it's all good. Back. And after that, the last thing, I didn't even show you this on the first one. Where is it? The last step to set up any app is to add a new skill to the developer library. So it's just developer.amazon.com, and you just go under Alexa, and you can add a new skill, but let's just edit this mean Alexa one.
Sorry, I didn't understand the question I heard.
Oh. Yeah, that's sign back in, of
Can you change
course.
it from, or, no,
I don't know. I think it's only female. Right? Yeah. Let me go back in here, edit it. Okay, so this is like the last step to setting up an Alexa app. So you just have to, put in your name. This is the name that you call it. So I call mine Mean Alexa. But it has to be something simple. It can't be like, there's a whole bunch of rules around this as well. So it has to be like 2 syllables, or I think at most 3. It can't be 1 syllable, and it has to be something that can actually be said. This is my one from the Lambda. So I put in the Lambda URL. Then the next part is adding in your intent schema and then your sample text. So you had to actually add that to the app so it knows what it's listening for. Let me show you one of the web ones under Gorilla Man. So here I have the name of the app, the name I'm going to call it, the version, and HTTPS, and then the app of the Beanstalk app. Okay. And then you had to do the same thing, upload your intent and your sample text, your SSL certificates, and then you can test it after that. Okay. So let me show you the Ruby code for it. It's going to look a lot more familiar. All of my apps are just little Sinatra apps, really simple. It just has Sinatra in it, and then the Alexa Ruby kit as well. Inside of here, under alexa.rb, we just have setting the content type, okay, requiring a few things. And then what we do is just, when it gets posted to / root, we're just going to do a few things. We're going to parse the JSON, we're going to get the request, and this is all using that Alexa Ruby kit. And then print a few things. Set the response equal to the new Ruby kit. And then it goes through a series of if statements. If it's a launch request, we're going to say this. Okay, so add reprompt, which is going to reprompt them for another thing. So I can do this right now. Alexa, ask Molten Man. That works? No. Alexa, open Molten Man. I don't know. Alexa, ask Gorilla Man.
Gorilla Man is running.
Yeah, that one will work. Molten Man doesn't seem to. She doesn't like Molten Man. Some names just don't work very well. So that's why you have to be very careful choosing your name, or nobody's going to be able to use your app. But it's very simple with using this Ruby library. You add a response, or you add a reprompt. All these are really stated clearly inside of the gem. You can add a hash card, which is for the app. So it will have a title and a subtitle. And then this is the interesting part, is the intent request. So if it's intent request, then we can go through it and see what type of intent it was. So I mean Alexa intent, for example. And that will go through and do something different. So this would be where I do my API call to get an insult, and then I would add it to the speech.
Okay, and I would do the same thing for the nice and the tell me about and the help. Okay. I haven't got far on this part yet.
So is it just taking standard pronunciation of whatever you
Yep.
type in?
Yeah. So it works. Yeah, just standard. You can't change it. You can't do another dialect or anything. So that's fine. So yeah, it's really doing it this way is really simple, simpler than the Node.js way for sure, for me anyways. So what would be really fun to do right now is I have 8 of these servers running. We have all these different names. I just picked either comic book names or something to do with the Downtown Ruby user group. Addict or dealer or mule or user. Or Gorilla Man, Multiman. Probably don't do that one because they can't understand you. Phantom Rider or Shrunken Bones. So we're going to get in teams. You can pick whatever team you want. And just tell me what team or which team you're picking. Okay? And you'll just fork the project. You'll make a branch, whatever, and then do a pull request to me. I'll push it back up to Elastic Beanstalk, and then you'll be able to talk to Alexa with your code. And if you have any questions, then I'm here to answer and help you out. But any questions right now?
You know if you can make it stream like arbitrary audio files or anything like that?
You can try. I have never tried that yet.
The Alexa Ruby kit one doesn't look like it supports it.
Probably.
Alexa itself.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that it doesn't seem like it's like the developer kit seems like it doesn't support right now.
Yeah.
Like we were looking for like if we can change what's on the card itself on the app.
Yeah.
And it seems like it's only the title and subtitle right now.
Okay.
So I think they're like kind of holding back a little bit on what you can actually do. So it seems like you can just, say stuff right now. And,
That makes sense.
but I think later on they'll probably allow that as well. Functionality is definitely there because iHeartRadio can do it and Pandora and whatever, But yeah, try it. Hack it. Cool. So yeah, grab groups. Let me know what team you're going to use, and we'll just get started. Yeah.
Can we call drug dealer?
Sure.
Drug dealer, yeah.
I don't want to be a mule.
That means you had to present at the next drug meetup.
So just fork the whole project and, and then work on a particular thing.
Yeah, and then just, if you can, do a pull request, or I can just copy the code over, whatever is easiest. I'm flexible. Oh, yeah. Folder association conflict. And it's not hard at all.
Sure.
Yeah. No, it's a...
We don't know anything about that.
Oh, you don't? No, it was Ruby. All the rest was Ruby. So it's only like one request. It's like a thing, if you look in here, it's actually pretty easy. All it is just one method, the post. So it will post itself when it wants to talk to the app. And all you're doing, you don't change any of this stuff. All you're really changing is this intent request stuff. Because what you do, you say, if it's a mean Alexa intent, and you define these, then do something, say something. So just think of a simple idea like, when I say this, say this. So different things like that. So think of something really easy, and then you can go more advanced from here. So all this mean Alexa intent stuff is right inside of here. So you have this intent schema. It's just JSON, so you don't mess with the format at all. You just keep it the same, where you just have a different name for things. So this could be whatever. It doesn't matter what it is.
Sorry, I can't find the answer to the question either.
Pretty much just copy and basically
Yeah.
the same thing
Over and over again. Yeah. So just the different names with different variables. Yeah. It's a lot to like just talk about.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
How do they get phone calls?
Can we make one Alexa tell the other one what to do? That's what we should try.
Bossy Alexa.
Yeah, bossy. Yeah, let's go for it.
Is it connected to your one click ordering?
Nope.
Well, the one Alexa can tell the other one.
Keep buying things. See how much we can spend in 1 minute.
So,
There's a lot of fun stuff you can do with it. So.
So what one is everybody else doing?
Shrunken Bones, okay. And
I think they're doing drug dealer or something.
I'm not in one yet. I'm trying to get it. So, Alexa.
Why is it Alexa like she can't open it?
what do you mean?
You didn't notice that?
Yeah. Oh, it's because I copied a Git project. There's yeah. It's just my other repository. Okay, you got Phantom ready.
Alexa.
Bird.
I'm not totally understanding what we do next. I'm bundling.
It's a good step. Huh?
I got that set up. Yep.
And then a lot of you
You really should watch it.
Here, I have. Yes.
Sure, probably a Bruce or
Sure. I'm sure that he seems to at least now before I feel like
I really thought that's good stuff. Use Bruce stuff. They did this. Install AWS.
I'm all for that. Open the Word.
There was a problem communicating with the requested application.
Oh.
No.
This is the word. That's it. Those are the times here. Set up the word. That's it.
They have a command line installed.
Yeah.
Install. I don't know if it makes a difference or not. No, it's just brew install. Brew install AWS dash Elastic search or Elastic install.
Oh, you shouldn't even need that stuff.
Sure.
You shouldn't need that stuff to just run my app.
Oh, no?
No,
Oh,
sorry. That's just if you want to make your own server.
Oh.
So keep it simple.
Well, I don't know how to do that.
There was a problem communicating with the
So all you're doing is just opening up your folder and then changing alexa.rb.
What is this?
Yeah.
What's this here? Like I was looking on fancy.
Oh, are you in?
I'm looking at the both.
Oh, I was just,
It's on line 51.
yeah, that was just outputting
Oh.
XXX to show it.
So we're just changing what?
The Alexa.rb, and yeah, you could start with that, or you need to also, once you get your own idea, you can change the intent schema.json and the sample alterations, something. Utterances.
Oh, so we shouldn't be touching Alexa already?
No, you should.
Okay.
That's probably the first thing is probably the sample utterances to figure out what you want your app to do.
Okay, I need to join the group.
Sample what?
Utterances.
You guys keep making it.
Yeah.
So I was, what are you doing? You in this
I'm in the
group?
mule because I'm just all by myself.
Okay, you're the mute.
Drug user.
And yeah, so the
Yeah. What is
Yeah,
that?
the Firefox one.
So I have a surprise. I forgive you. I have to play.
No, Jason.
No!
keep on.
So if we forget to communicate over 12, we can do that.
Okay, so you can do like, do you want to do one on your own? You can sit with the dev point group too. I don't know where they went.
Yeah, I can work with that.
Okay. Yeah. Perfect.
Okay, so let me. So now I'm opening.
Yeah. CD into it. Yeah.
Which one do you have?
Phantom Rider.
What do you guys have? Drug user?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, no.
Like drug.
Alright.
50. Oh no.
Who's doing drug addict?
No one.
Dealer?
Just look at that.
Or something.
Dealer? Yeah. I think
They are got it.
they're doing dealer.
This is the drug addict. Drug addict. You guys doing drug addict? No. I'm just looking at it. Alright.
I'm doing
So that's
me and whoever else.
And then
Or in good.
or with the dev point group.
Oh, so like little lights?
Yeah, that's it.
No.
Yes, that's just you getting whatever we're happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's where you're
Library parking.
Alright, so I think you are the first place to start, but what do we want to do? This is the So what is the intent.json? We define global intents. These are different events that you want to respond to, right? You give it a name, and then in the slots, those really just the value. So if you're more of a schema than a slot type stuff, like literal
Or literal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think just literal. I don't know if there's ones for dates and stuff.
So with that, you're basically just providing a variable that you're going to catch. Parse that out.
But it seems to be something like right?
It's
This was really helpful because so you don't have to say
yeah. Go for it.
So, you tell us first, we can go ahead and like yeah, so that will hit here. So that will reverse that. Okay.
That one is only like just saying this is open and
That'll be this.
yeah.
Yeah. Then we have to do the thing.
Yeah.
So that is this one right here.
Yeah.
If it hits 10, you see intense.
It's gonna go there.
Which is here.
Yeah, why is there
So-
here and here other doing the same thing?
Sorry.
It's that and
multiple ways to trigger it.
Oh, wow.
so
That's what I was telling you about.
Well, I'm talking about in the intensity, there's three different
So you
have that specified slots versus name,
and they work together.
But
this is
that's-
the thing.
that just
Yeah, so I'm good with like I should so and that value here actually
So that's actually gonna run first.
this stuff.
Yeah. So that's on my Alexa itself.
So say we need file.
It's even not just
Oh, okay, I see. I named them all the same, but he has X and X.
you only need one.
Yeah.
She like one for each.
Yeah.
Alright.
So
I
it was
think the node one is
finished requests figure out or to not
okay. So the idea here in the node setting is we get like a me one and then like a me one code again. So we hold it. So we like here's all like
yeah, so we have to finish these backwards. So start with that bottom.
not like maybe the first is what.
Sample versus object.
So what's that?
You're right there, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, it's mine.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm alright. I didn't want to I was charged up for this. What has to be right? So yeah.
What's the 2 to 3 second wait? Yeah. Working that area. Yeah.
So it's not like anything else.
No. The answer. We probably are.
But we did pay.
We had it. We didn't have it.
Didn't have to keep on.
So
Oh,
step one is really defined.
I went down to raise the arm. Yeah, go under it.
And then the request that means exactly that.
Yeah, exactly. I'm writing it up here on the board right now. Step 1, define your utterance. I'm writing some instructions.
Oh yeah, you would say ask me. So how do you know if it's open or asked? Is that finding there?
So with the so subject would say how do I
Because it said it's
you would have to use like it's a different one. So
you know how is ask or
yes, that would be like that's.
they all are so
They tell us that's your stuff all at once. It's open, it's just like open, that's middle tell me. So if you look at it, it's the inside.
Oh, so is that what the hell?
You want to do that?
Yeah. So you would say open that writer, and then it would that's like more help to help.
I think so. No, check. Only those.
But I also think that's what the card.
The cards, all the cards, and there's other cards.
so it'd be something like that.
Yeah, exactly. So whatever. If they're similar, this is another card. Like
Are those custom? Oh no, it's okay. I see. So maybe we should find an empty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Using an insult API to motivate it.
What do you guys want to do?
He was asking about. You always want to say, like, you don't ask her open.
I want to make
It's just there.
I want to make one to look.
Yes, exactly.
And then you start to read I have on there so that I can have my house and work.
No, it's just a name. Nothing to do with anything.
Yeah, just does that all, and all it. How do we access?
Arthur, we.
It should be there. So seven access. Request Hey, Quentin, do you have a sample of what, like, how we access the other or the intent name, like to
Yeah, it's inside of my. It's inside of my.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Key value.
Yep. I was trying to do that in Multimail.
What is it?
Maybe. Yeah, if I can find it. I was trying to do like slots and then the value, which should have been person name and then the value, just as a hash. There is there's like an example code, or there's a way to just get that into an object. It's not special.
So, okay, so we have the if request not made whatever intent.
Yeah. Yeah. So you never hooked up the motivation or the
Not in the Ruby.
okay.
The Ruby examples I just did that like today. So.
So, what do you want to do, Catherine? Figure out how to do it working first.
Well, there's no real way to test.
Where's the deploy it?
Yeah.
Nope.
You have to just have to go to the
Yeah.
get your code working outside of that server. So that's
Okay.
yeah, I could that'd be fun.
So, because whatever I'm doing,
So we don't really have a way to test that.
no, there's no way.
We just shoot a pull request. This is yeah.
Push all of
Because Alexa tests.
So,
Well, you do have. That's the nice thing about the lab. It's not nice. The lab is so at least you got a little bit of a sandbox there.
wait, I did for
And I'm fine with giving those stuff to us to care.
So where would you throw that API? Where do you set up API? Like, is all you're doing for the meme quotes or whatever, you're just doing a GET request.
Yes.
Right. Wherever.
So does that speak?
Like, where's the URL?
Send it out.
Yeah.
Alexa, start drop dealer. No, this is
Pull request?
oh,
No,
okay.
in already on? I just wanted to see what the default. So you can just call
Open drop.
Okay.
Alexa,
open drug dealer.
Okay.
Alexa, open drug dealer.
I couldn't find songs by Chuck Taylor in this.
You can be a hurt.
Oh yeah.
Everyone loves
Alexa, stop. So is this all? Yeah. It will.
It's like.
So, for example, we're doing very high stuff.
Whatever.
So coding versus so
These guys are
I don't think anybody's Gorilla Man.
Really?
Yeah, nobody's Gorilla
So
Man.
anyway, like this.
I think that's the best one that actually understands me. So. better than mold.
So here's the spots. So according to this there's some so you just give us so actually so say we all we can just have that's good. We created. You want to ranch. So the idea is this, but the bloody basin is I think outside. Just right outside. So you go up there and all those bad things happen up there. I don't know why. It's just my go.
You guys live in there?
I've lived there for over a decade. Yeah. What's that about so that'd be what slots do? What you just said since they give the course of the camp is that the values consumed and then look up and read these reports anyway. And about the intent of the chasing street. So how do you get that started?
The responses. That's like we get first something.
Secrets.
The committee really
Make sure that it's
Yeah, and there's that would be
so that can
under showers request. We would do like a case statement. So if attend or if request God name is to
Okay, so we got our soap operas, now we need to create our identities.
yes, okay.
So there's this.
All right, so based on all your attempts will be in a case statement.
Okay.
It's kind of backwards.
So when I said if it's a return request, then you like put a note in here, bring it to this.
yeah, it's like it would have to
Like request on name.
We're asking one guy.
We're very tolerant.
So what's the?
Yeah, sure.
So
Yeah.
so it's always
Another good one is ask about semester.
Let coach respond to your.
Like that. Barry would be the name.
So we're gonna be the rest of
So gift works go.
That's okay. That's cool. I didn't want to. How do you test this little bit?
I thought that's actually you could do like body fair.
For example, Jason Smith.
Okay.
Like exactly. So you could actually figure out how much you would text with text. Yeah. Like doing it. Probably I'm not sure how to do it. That's why I set it up this way.
It's very hard.
It should respond in a certain format. Let me when you go put it. What's this?
Getting a little that doesn't actually work. That's true.
That's right.
Maybe not. Maybe it don't. Maybe a lot. Maybe I don't.
So,
So if we can get that,
so you actually just that into sign.
then there's our. So I don't know if any of that was valid.
I'll check.
I think you're right.
I think so.
Did you get it? Got something? I put questions up there, so I'm playing.
I'll tell you when it's deployed.
Figure out what that.
I think you see some stuff in the intent schema.
What? I need more?
Yeah. So right now you only have that drug mule intent. You have to create.
Oh, do I need one for each?
Yeah. So you need
Oh, yeah.
inventory, pack something. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
What? Oh, did you make one? Yeah. So you'd want that slot one for the pack something. Did you make one?
I
Thought I did.
Yeah.
So you're just giving
Okay, so we're
my
Okay, so
Probably not.
Which one did you do this for? Oh, really? Okay, so what I need to do, you change the sampler.
Because then the case study, the place is where
So signed in?
Well, then, this would be.
So you have to do that manually?
Yeah.
It should be like a type.
Yeah, it has
So
signed
one very
for a second.
personal, very tough, or a very, my mother-in-law.
Yeah, you had to do it.
Does it make sense? I don't know, what do you think? What y'all think?
So she already knows about Gorilla Man. So like, ask for Gorilla Man.
Started out with Trump.
You have to do that for me.
You have to ask her.
Yeah.
Places.
Okay.
What can I bury in a?
Let me change the appearances.
What can I classify?
So the command, the only thing you actually say is the utterance.
Yeah. That's the command for it. So I just save that, and then I pull it and deploy yours.
Yes. Our originally good to do with body.
Well, I really want to do two very fun
Pigs.
The
bottom like
Yeah.
when we weren't going to mid Lake Erie, they were the big
Yeah.
I was way too much on it.
Reddit, you're right.
Now we need
That place is just a deep pit of blackness and something. It's so hard. The WTF subreddit. Oh,
I think it's hot.
Counter in action is really good too.
Do you like that? I know your name.
Okay, so then we want her to say
Do you
something.
like your cardboard?
Oh yeah, I'm just playing around. Right, so cool. That's pretty cool. That's cool.
Come on.
Is that what your game is? Or you said you should put that on?
Okay, so
Yeah.
should be working.
No, you need to
More
sit in one of
characters,
these.
I can't find anyone.
You need to sit in one of these and do it.
Oh, right.
Oh, yes.
This subreddit. If you want
Okay,
to
done.
for society,
So it should be good.
Yeah.
We should totally work.
Yeah.
Totally right.
It's just
Oh.
Yeah, it makes
it is important.
Alexa.
It's so
Alexa.
social justice. I will not let have to.
What?
What'd you say? Ask Gorilla Man. That should be
No,
it.
this is real life.
You don't have to put ask it. That's just
Oh, ask, no, yeah, that's fine. Ask Gorilla Man to process this.
Oh. I guess you could tell it.
Alexa.
If you just posted
Open
Gorilla
Just like puts it right at the very end or something.
Happy thoughts.
Does that make it right behind that console?
No.
If you wrap
Should just point to you if you're talking.
You could grab whatever Alexa sends to one by that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Manning your stuff. Yeah. Maybe network.
Or whatever.
Open Gorilla Man.
Alright, so.
It's not communicating. Can't do that anymore.
Well, that's the.
Mm.
Okay, so the idea would be. Yeah,
Start alone, your very body.
The requested application took too long to respond.
I'll check out why in a second.
Location setting.
Okay.
My kids need to have that. There's also several So you can either do, there's a red API wrapper, or there's or soup. So wrapper, is going to be at box. This is where you send that. That's all right. So rather than you actually say fire, something that's responsible.
That's just deploying yours right now, so.
Alright.
Yeah.
That is when it's authority.
That's the launch request, right? The open.
Yeah. Exactly.
Actually, I gave me the heat. It's my beard.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to. It's the sun. Takes no prisoners.
Okay, that's deployed. I'm going to test it.
It's true.
So you would have to do Alexa, ask drug mule.
Do I need to open drug mule or just?
No, you just have to say ask drug mule, and then your
You got a red beard.
Yeah, it's like this audience.
Okay. Did you ever like shave your beard and after you like that like shit with the chin chill and all?
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody's going to know what's like your beard, like.
Wait, is there something?
yeah.
So you didn't. It's a different context, right?
Oh,
You
yeah.
got into my shopping list or something.
Yeah. His wife's grabbing me right
It's funny. Okay.
Should have started with something.
Which one's good?
Oh, I could just do my help.
Yeah, for help.
Alexa, so I got broken down by.
Ask drug mule for help.
Talk to.
I don't think.
Alexa, ask drug mule for help.
So tomorrow morning.
Oh, you might not have. Did you the help? I don't think you added the help option. Also, in your iterances, you have like the actual name. Oh, wait, that's fine. Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah, it should work. To describe your luggage.
Requested application took too long to respond.
Just because there's no so into
Alexa,
like it almost seems like you
ask drug mule to describe your luggage. We'll find out.
For help with what you can say.
You mean trying to get in text?
yeah, like what if
Alexa,
Lily has
ask drug mule to describe your luggage.
then it's gonna be like, well, I don't know where your phone number is.
Open drug mule.
Alexa, open drug mule.
Now we want to write our levels in the test file. So we want to read the contents of that test file.
So open then everything green.
No, if you just open it, it will just run your the launch request, which should just say drug mule is running.
Requested application took too long to respond.
It's like no, that one should just work. It should have no problem. I think we're getting like a network error or something. Too many people on the Wi-Fi.
So I really should have fixed my helps.
Yeah. You'd have to. Yep, exactly. Request name. Lost.
Throw it on. Can you just throw her in?
Oh.
Sure. Yeah. That would help.
Oh,
we're doing it should be at least like 10.
I guess.
So this is it. The song, this is it, right?
Yeah.
Sorry. Your echo lost
Very
its
huge enthusiasm.
Now you set. Follow the instructions in your echo.
Yeah, now's your chance to bump the veil. Yeah, it's the window's closed now. Hey, how's your day all along? So they show something like where to bury their body. Yes. You recall, right? I don't know. Right? Guess what? And so then what that does is now that's one object. So we can say like.
Oh, okay, Quentin, push my code.
Just changing the Wi-Fi.
Oh crap. That's not gonna work.
What did you do?
How do I set an environment variable on your screen?
Connected to Echo.
Wouldn't have to do it.
Go ahead and finish
Yeah,
this
the
one.
It's not problem. You need the password.
I need you to set some environment.
You should. Yeah, you're right.
So for me, what environment variable does actually like control?
It should be specified.
Jason,
My
our
youngest daughter
total
is
finally got
watching both
Mars.
my kids.
On Purple Space Program?
No, that's the.
Oh, things
That's
that
not an achievement.
well, things that matter.
Way to overshoot it.
Yeah.